Okay guys, we're back in Helldivers 2 with another dose of information coming to you guys about the CEO's conversations over on Twitter. He has dropped a load of information about hidden stats on weapon and armor that is quite interesting to say the least, and why we've not got a UI addition that we were originally supposed to have. On top of that, we're going to talk about the fake games that have been processed on Steam, as again the CEO has now put up a statement with regards to that, and we're going to talk about why the meta doesn't matter. Yep, you heard me right, it doesn't bloody matter. Also, one of you guys, a awesome subscriber, managed to get into a game and has sent me some screenshots for some new hidden features that you may not have known about. With that being said, if you haven't already, smash that beautiful blue thumbs up and subscribe with post notifications turned on. It'd be greatly appreciated. Also, check out our sponsor Advanced GG, the #1 clinically proven energy supplement on the market. My favorite flavor is cherry vanilla, but you guys can catch an array of flavors via the link in the description. And if you use code CLOUD today, you'll get a cheeky discount at checkout. So with that being said, let's dive on into what's going on in Helldivers 2. Okay, so just as I was recording this video, we had an update on the major order, and we have now taken out Veld in 24 to 48 hours. It was literally like a day and a half that we've taken it out already. And the new major order is for Heath and Angel's Venture for another 45 medals on the listing. You guys should have collected the 45 now from Veld, and now we've got this right here. So you guys can go ahead in and go and take out Angel's Venture now. Heath has been 100%ed, and Angel's Venture, strangely, is at the 33.8 spot at the point of recording, although on the actual map we can see that Angel's Venture is at 66.6. So I think we're just going to have to keep chipping away at that one for it to eventually catch up in the system. But nonetheless, we've got a new major order. Second one in 24 hours. I love it. Keep on going, Hell Riders, for democracy. But let's just dive on into the actual video now. So the CEO says that guns have hidden stats, so the meta is completely overblown. Now there have been some recent developments in Helldivers 2 that have turned the community a bit towards the toxic side, mainly towards players being kicked because of the meta intake and the fact that some people aren't running them. The best guns and stratagems in the game, among those are the fan favourites of the Railgun and the Breaker alongside the 500. And however, for the gun specifically, Arrowhead Games Studio CEO Johan says that the people are not getting the full picture. And when we start looking at the tweets that he's posted up today, we can see right here that he posted up this one right here, gaining a load of love and attention to it. In regards to Helldivers 2 weapon stats, so many of you use the 4 stats that we show in comparison, while each gun has maybe 50 stats in total. The numbers are a guideline, but does not paint a complete picture. Use the one you like the most. And then posted up a second tweet attached to it that states right here, this was an earlier version of it. It had a second page that showed the actual ammo stats, and the ammunition is what defines most of the weapon stats overall. So you can see here right here, we've got like a recoil simulation, the weapon stats as far as the reload time, which was in this regard medium, the fire modes, the magazines, muzzle velocity, and it was actually really detailed. Now what you might well be asking is exactly the same as what Don't Bother was asking, and stated, why are you hiding these stats? Now Johan, the CEO of Arrowhead, actually responded to this by saying, yes, in retrospect it might have been a bad call. It was deemed too complex for players. And I think that that's a bit of an overstatement on that regard. I think that realistically the beauty of this game is it has the right complexity levels alongside the right simplistic levels of how the game actually plays out, and it doesn't take away from the complete fun of it, alongside still being able to utilize the build mechanic of how you actually compile all of these things together depending on what mission it is that you're actually running. One of the stats though right here, which is the ergonomics stat, was actually controlled by this one here. As we can see, the CEO states that the ergonomics is the stat that defines how sluggish the gun is and how quickly you can ADS, which is an interesting maneuver to say the least. But would you have wanted these statistics in play? Would you not want to have seen them? Let me know via the comment section below, and at least then we can compile somewhat of a number of people who wanted the full-blown statistical breakdown for each weapon. On top of that, there has been a move with the armor statistics. Obviously, we know that there's a lot of jumbling points in that one, but we have a post right here talking about AP, which is, for those of you guys who don't know, armor pen. Now, somebody stated, I guess my real question is what defines AP? The Senator has light armor pen, but like most weapons, but punches through Hive guard armor like paper, while other weapons bounce off. Just wondering is all. I love all the weapons and have most unlocked. The Liberator gang rise up. And the CEO of Arrowhead actually responds with, AP is a value between 0 and 10. If the AP is equal to the enemy's armor value, the damage is 50% of the AP. Beats your armor, you do 100%. If AP is less than the AV, the bullet ricochet. I don't know what the light AP condition is. I think it might be 2 or less, but honestly, I don't know either. A great discussion point there coming from the CEO, and as well the complete honesty of realistically he's just completely not aware of what that one actually is. So it's quite interesting to see how this one has actually panned out, and there's a load of hidden statistics that you guys may not have known about. On top of that, the Baskinator has also been relatively active on Twitter just lately, and I found this one quite a nice message that we need to push out to the community. They were talking about builds and stuff like that, and this was something that's been quite a big topic with regards to the Arrowhead team, as they're kind of saying there is no real meta, just run whatever you want. And somebody put, the best build is 3 of the Helldiver friends to help you. Baskinator responds with, this is so accurate and precious, I love it. And I think personally the message that's coming across with this one is that you can run exactly what you want to run, and make sure that you obviously keep it down to a certain level so that you know what things work against other things when it comes to the actual missions that you're selecting. But as an overall, pick what weapons you want, pick what extra stratagems you want, just utilize it how you want. The idea is that you can complete all of these missions no matter what it is that you're actually using. So this is a really, really big one, but some cool things that you guys may not have seen. Now, this is going to be spoiler induced, so make sure that you come off the video now if you don't want to spoil any future content as far as new vehicles or anything like that is concerned. We already know that the mechs are going to be coming, but we're going to talk about some more stuff today after a subscriber called Nivi actually dropped me a message on Discord and sent me a load of screenshots from an in-game run that they had with somebody who had access to all of this stuff. So now is your time to actually jump off the video. If you do, thanks for watching, appreciate you all. For those of you guys who are sticking around, let's dive on in to the leaks at hand. So right here we have got the first image where we have got actual vehicles. So cars are looking to be vehicles inside of the game, and they actually have almost like a shield barricade around them to obviously give you guys a bit more of a damage intake, so it means that you can take a lot more damage before you actually die. It's also quite interesting to state that there are other images on here which do show that there is a Gatling gun on the back as well, meaning that you guys are going to be able to run around with your squad with a giant Gatling gun on the back of your vehicle, and maybe even a couple of mech suits. Now obviously the Gatling gun is going to be more of a maneuverable thing. The vehicles themselves are going to be a lot quicker to get across the map. How that's going to utilize so much, we'll have to wait and see. If they do bring these in, then I'm kind of hoping that the maps get a little bit bigger, because I think that half of the time period is used between going to and fro each location, and you have a decent amount of time to be able to do that. We're going to be able to complete some of these missions in just minutes, and I think that that's going to take the fun away from what it is that we're trying to achieve in half of these missions. So the vehicles are a really good idea as long as the missions become A, more complex, or B, vastly larger. They are the two kind of concepts that we need to run through if we're going to be having these vehicles in here. There are some other things in here as well, but obviously this is all in French, I believe, so I have not translated everything just yet, but there is a lot of new weapons that you guys are going to be able to have access to alongside the mechs and stuff like that as well. But we don't want to push everything out all in this video. So a massive shout out to Nivi for sending me the vehicle images. Thank you so much, I really appreciate it. And if any of you guys want to feature on the channel and send me some of the stuff that you guys have seen in the game, then feel free to hit me up on Discord or on Twitter. You'll find the link down in the description for my Twitter or the community page. We've been tweeting at the CEO trying to get his attention just recently, so it's good fun over there. Thanks again for watching, guys. That's all, unfortunately, we got time for today. Stick a salute emoji in the comment section below if you got this far into the video, and make sure you like and subscribe. Thanks again for watching. Appreciate your faces, but as always, until the next time, I'll see you in the clouds.